Hi. One of the questions I get asked a lot as a mentalist is, are you using hypnosis in what you do? Because we saw things happen which we absolutely don't believe. Not always, but there are times when you sort of use hypnosis to make things work your way. Let me try and explain this with a few playing cards. Now, let's say I have a few playing cards, like I have a multiple of the 10 of diamonds. Now, I will have 1 10 of diamonds, another one here, another one there, another 10 of diamonds that I place down there, and one more 10 of diamonds that I place here. And one more 10 of diamonds that I'll place down there, and one more 10 of diamonds that I place on top. Now I have a 8 of diamonds. Now, where would I use hypnosis? What if I wanted people to believe they had not seen 10 of diamonds, but for whatever reason I wanted them to believe that they were seeing 8 of diamonds? Now that's fascinating, because what I could do, for example, is take one of these cards with the 8 of diamonds, right? And I could ask them to look into my eyes and do that. And as I do that, you see that the 10 of diamonds has also changed to the 8 of diamonds. It's very fascinating, because if I just take one more of these 10 of diamonds and I just turn that over, so you see there's a 10 of diamonds, and I will turn that 10 of diamonds over like this, you see that it becomes 8 of diamonds. And then you of course have another 8 of diamonds, and then you have this, which is also the 8 of diamonds. Now it's super interesting, because I could just continue doing this. I could take one more of the 10s and just do that, make a magical wave, and then that also becomes the 8 of diamonds. And not necessarily just with one, I could take multiple of the 10 of diamonds. I could just do that, and then when I just turn over one of them, that becomes the 8. The next one also becomes the 8. The next one is also an 8, and of course that is also an 8 of diamonds. I absolutely love doing this, because if I take another card and I just take this with that, and I take this one, now watch this, because it is sort of instantaneous that you just do that and you have an 8, and you have an 8, and you have an 8. And that's not all. Sometimes you don't even need to do anything. You just need to tap the cards there like that. And of course, you need to do the mandrake gestures hypnotically. And so that also becomes the 8. Now, isn't that super fascinating? Because every single card, they believe, just turned into the 8 of diamonds, despite them very clearly believing that we started with the 10 of diamonds, but there are no 10 of diamonds here. Everything is an 8 of diamond. I hope that answered your query on how I love using hypnosis in making small things change for my audience. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.